Now, normally when you hear the instrumentals in the background, it means that there's going to be some talk. And oh boy, is there going to be some talk this morning, because I told you we had an exciting conversation. And looking forward to this because this gentleman has coined the term Smarketing. Smarketing, correct?
Yes, correct.
Trinidad and Tobago, we have with us in studio this morning Mr. Antonio Prescott, who wears many hats, as I've said to him quite a few times since he came into studio. But he's going to be talking to us today about something that is so important. We were able to talk a bit off air. And, it's true. Job opportunities right now is such a challenge to come by. But before we get to that, Antonio, just if you could introduce yourself to our listeners.
So, thank you, Natasha. My name is Antonio Prescott. I'm Smarketing/Lincoln consultant.
Mm-hmm.
In this industry, it's all about helping people genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I go with the saying, approach each person with the idea of helping him or her achieve a problem or solve it rather than selling to someone in a salesy manner. And in that way, to me, it's beneficial because we always tend for people to approach us to sell something and we don't necessarily need it. So at the end, we want people to be able to receive something without being resented at the end.
That is so true. It's it's a good that you mention that. Yeah, because at the end of the day, many times it is, people come and they automatically throw you a sales pitch,
So true.
and you're just ready to shut them down before they could even get maybe like 2-3 words out. Hi, good day, my name is. No, thank you, I'm fine. So it's something that needs to be worked on. I know right now, I mean, not just, I think now more than ever, Smarketing
Yes.
is a big
marketing.
thing. Digital media is a massive thing as well. And it's really sort of just come out as one of those premier fields to get involved in, to work in, because everything now, again, is digital.
Correct.
But it's being able to find that avenue to, number one, not scare people, and number two, not sell yourself short. And at the end of the day, also be able to survive and give the brand, whether it's your brand or somebody else's brand, the accurate, I dare say, respect and time that it needs for development and growth.
Correct. And what I would like to say, Natasha, is that we tend to procrastinate, and that is something that we always feel that we less than. It's just go and do it. Don't study about what somebody may say. Everybody have a vision.
Yeah.
My vision is to help you find within yourself opportunities that you can create and obtain. Because at the end of the day, you could teach someone something, but if it is that they don't find it within themselves to understand what it is that you are saying and be able to share that knowledge to someone else or share it in their professional development lifestyle, well, then after, it do not make any sense. So we have to find that within. And I would say that all of us are content creators because we always hear this term digital content creator or content creator, whether it be writing blogs or newsletters, articles, and these sorts of things. But at the end of the day, we know to ourselves that it's just to find it within. And that is something that, I try to help people achieve that because it's very difficult where it is that we in a country right now and job opportunities is not there. But I would like for everyone to go on this LinkedIn platform because it's awesome. It's a platform that is not limited locally. It's something that you can network with people internationally and the opportunities are there remotely.
Now, as you mentioned, LinkedIn and the fact that it's an international platform, many times for all of us, even me included, you go on there and you see these remote jobs and it's intimidating.
Yes,
To say the least, and I mean, for some of us, we have access to the things you would need, a telephone line, a laptop and that sort of thing. I know some actually require that you have an actual desktop, like a PC as well. How do you recommend people get over that fear? Do you have any words of wisdom?
The words of wisdom I would tell everyone is that right now, due to the pandemic, it has fast-tracked us in terms of technology. We are seeing computer stores are booming right now because a lot of people are purchasing desktops, laptops for themselves and even for their children. And it's a bit difficult to understand the LinkedIn platform because it took me about 3 to 4 years to really understand it, to navigate, to build professional relationships, to get opportunities. And what I will tell anyone is that do not procrastinate because if it is that you could go on TikTok and you could be a TikTok star because the organic reach on TikTok is great. However, what it is that you are gaining from TikTok, because it's more a social platform than anything, but on LinkedIn, you are able to type in who is the CEO of Republic Bank, you are able to type in who is the CEO of Tatil. So it's basically a platform where you can connect with business professionals in all different industries. And all you need in terms of these remote opportunities is basically a laptop, a nice headphone that is working greatly, a great internet connection, and it's simple. You go, you create your profile, you have a nice professional picture. If it is that you are a gentleman, you have a nice shirt or tuxedo, a woman, a nice dressy out apparel, and it's not hard because you have the icon where it mark job opportunities, and you could click on that filtered where if it is that you want to be employed in the UK, if you want to be employed in the US, you have the option to filter and what industry that you would like to see these job opportunities, and it will show up like how you will go on your inbox and you will see Caribbean jobs showing you opportunities, you will see Job City showing you opportunities. So the thing about it is that in the US and internationally, we saw the great reshuffle where a lot of people transition from one career path to the next because they want to be in a profession that is recession proof, right? And a lot of people decided now that they want that remote opportunity. And the employer market became an employee market, and it's still so presently, where the employers realize the need for the remote working because of single parents not being able to have that daycare where they will have a reliable person watching their child.
Yeah.
So the remote opportunities are there, and it's all over in terms of the world itself. So I would say go on it. If it is that you want help with LinkedIn, you could always reach out to me, or I sure it have a lot of other people who providing these services, but it's not hard. I am telling you that I started, I was confused at first, but then after, as time go by, trial and error, I get to understand, and now I am in a much better place, and I could see that opportunities are just coming my way.
I'm
thankful for that.
Amen. I'm chuckling because I know what you mean. Like first being confused. I remember first going on LinkedIn all those years ago and be like, what is this? What is this a website for my resume? What's really going on? And to see the way that it's evolved over the years is absolutely amazing. Like I triggered something there.
Yes, you said, is it my resume? So LinkedIn is your resume, but it's your digital resume. Imagine this. You are a job applicant and you apply for an opportunity. So you send your hard copy resume to a company, right? They receive it. However, someone else send their resume also, but they are active on the LinkedIn platform. On LinkedIn, you have your professional picture, you have your banner, you have your headline, what it is that you are doing, you have your about section to tell people about you, and you have your experience. And then the most important thing, you will showcase the content that you're providing. So, for example, how you leverage yourself from a job applicant who is not on LinkedIn by providing content based on your career path. So if, for example, you're in sales and marketing and you know it's particular companies that you are targeting, you could provide content in ways how maybe you could increase their revenue going forward. And it have headhunters out there who will be looking at your content and be like, hey, this guy or this lady is a great fit for our organization. So that is how you leverage yourself from the other job applicant who may just send a hard copy resume. So it's basically your digital resume. And we are seeing a lot of local companies right now advertising on LinkedIn job opportunities. And they will advertise a job opportunity like right now. And then after, within 2 or 3 days, they take it down because there's so many people applied for the job opportunity that they get enough applicants, and they just have to go through the process to see which one is the best fit for the company.
So Antonio, we shifted a bit to our local employers who of course have also decided this is a great platform to job hunt, to recruit people. But let's go back to the international part for a second when it comes to remote working, because yes, out of the global pandemic, people's interest has been piqued. What would you say with remote working? What would you say is the main industry that remote work is needed in?
The main industry for remote work certainly is sales.
Okay.
For example, the tech industry is a very rewarding rewarding industry
Mm-hmm.
because the overheads is not much. With remote work, many companies they don't have an actual presence.
Yeah.
They basically utilize technology. So in the tech industry, we have the terminology which is SDR, beginner position, sales development representative.
You see?
Second level,
Mm-hmm.
AE, which is account executive, and third level, account manager. And from there, you go to director of sales and these sorts of things.
Okay.
But it's a very rewarding opportunity where when it is you close one sale in the tech industry, your commission is very, very rewarding, really and truly. And I would tell anyone that it's not hard, it's just to basically reach out on the LinkedIn platform, as I mentioned, filter to which country that you want to work with. And the thing about it is that it have agencies in Trinidad, which is great to apply for.
Okay.
But the difficulty is that when it is you apply for this agency and they tell you, hey, it have an opportunity abroad, you are working through the agency.
Okay, yeah.
So you are basically like the middle person. But with the remote opportunities, you will be working directly with these companies and then you'll be getting paid in USD. So it's not hard. You have the option of payment, PayPal, which is most trusted, bank wire transfer, right? And sometimes it have some companies that they have their own platform where they use to facilitate payment for workers.
Okay.
And it's safe and reliable. It's not hard. It might sound like, wait, this is, totally out of my league. But if it is that you take your time and go on the LinkedIn platform, you may not understand. As I mentioned, you could reach out to me, Antonio Prescott, on the LinkedIn platform. And it's nothing for me to just give you a short preview as to how to utilize this platform effectively and be able to gain these opportunities that we would like to achieve.
So that's the next question that I wanted to ask you as well. And we have a listener here who's listening all the way from the United States as well and is saying, thank you
Awesome.
very much because this is something that Trinis need to know. It is. All right. So going back to getting paid. So in Trinidad and Tobago now, we can receive payments via PayPal.
Yes.
Okay.
PayPal is the most reliable platform that we could utilize payment, and it have no scam in PayPal. It's basically you providing your personal email address, and then after it will have like the two-factor authentication. In that way, no one will know what is your password and these sorts of things, and you receive your payment, and you could be able to even utilize that on PayPal to shop online or transfer it to your local bank.
Okay, interesting. So bank account is one of the first things, obviously, you do need to have some forms of identification as well. What about somebody who's fresh out of school?
Somebody who is fresh out of school have to get on LinkedIn because they may not have that networking capacity and they may not have connections because let's be real, Natasha, worldwide, it's like 80% of the opportunities that we obtain is based on networking.
Agreed.
Who it is that know us, not who that we know. And for someone who now comes out of school, they need professional development.
Yep.
They need to get on this LinkedIn platform. And it's much easier for the millennial minds, the younger generation, because they are tech savvy. So they shouldn't have any problem in terms of navigating, understanding this platform. Yes, you may need help with it because in terms of the filter search, what kind of content to provide, because what I do also, Natasha, is that on a weekly basis, Sunday, 2 p.m. EST time, internationally, I delve into content creation. So yesterday, which is Sunday, I reached content creation number 14.
All right.
So every week, I do this content creation 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. because in sales, you need to know how it is to write effective content.
Oh, yeah.
You need to know how to go about email marketing because if it is that you cannot write an effective and efficient email to a prospect, well then after you will not be able to close a sale. Selling is not just going in front of a prospect and presenting, but at the end of the day, you know how it is, the saying that everything goes down in the DM,
Yes.
everything goes down in the email because
my
with
goodness.
approval, purchase orders and all these things come through your email. So email serve as a legal entity, and that is why companies love to send email because that is their proof that they have this communication with you. Purchase order was sent, you maybe did not deliver the item that is on you, and they have that as evidence to provide, whether it be for the director of sales or for higher management. So you need to know how to write effective content. And Natasha, I would not like to say it's getting very big, where I have like about 20, 30 people live listening, because the thing about audio live on LinkedIn is that it's still in beta mode. So it has not rolled out to everyone on the LinkedIn platform. So I've gotten the opportunity to be one of the beta testers. So we are testing the audio live and providing information on whether it may have any glitches in the system, feedback, because we all aware, I should say, we supposed to be aware of Clubhouse.
Yes.
So LinkedIn now want to have their own Clubhouse going forward. They don't want anyone to leave their platform to go to our next
So
platform.
let's put a pin in that, because not everybody knows what Clubhouse is. So could you just give a little brief summary of it?
Not a problem. So Clubhouse is basically audio only, where people from any part of the world could go on this platform, download it on Apple Store, and you could have that one-on-one interaction or group interaction audio only. The great thing about this audio only is that you could invite people on stage, which is basically with the host, so that they could share their point or ask a question. So for example, if it is that you have 20 people in the audience and the host, and you have a co-host, you could invite 2, 3 people on stage and they could share, so everyone have that communication going forward. Because when it is that you may be on a live Facebook, people could only send messages.
Yes.
But with this audio now, you could come up on stage and you could hear someone's voice. So it make it more professional and more entertaining, where you're building a community. So LinkedIn see the growth with Clubhouse, so they decided, hey, we don't want people to put a link in the content that they're providing on LinkedIn and go to Clubhouse. We want our own Clubhouse, and we calling it Audio Live LinkedIn. So it's something in beta mode, and it will roll out to each and every person just now, but it's something that you could build a community with, because in professional development, it's not about being salesy, as you mentioned from before. It's all about building that network of individuals and having them as your professional connections or a database, I should say.
So, Antonio, for somebody who maybe has never been on LinkedIn, or maybe is on LinkedIn but doesn't know where to start to ensure that their profile effectively demonstrates their skill set and what they offer, what is one of the first things you would recommend a user does?
The first thing a user should do, Natasha, is have a professional picture.
Okay.
Because it's very thought-provoking to see that it have individuals or users on LinkedIn platform that have everything in terms of banner, content providing, but they don't have a picture. Because what is intriguing about LinkedIn is that when it is someone sees you, we as human beings, we are visual.
Yes.
So despite that you may not have any content being posted or any information about you, but if someone sees Natasha picture on LinkedIn, we automatically know, hey, this is Natasha. So once you have a profile picture which is professional, I would say that is the first thing and the most beneficial thing for your profile itself. From there, you create your banner, which is behind your profile picture. Like for example, how YouTube, they have their banner that you could put to tell people a bit more about yourself in terms of a graphic design.
Okay.
Right? So that will be the second option. And then from there, your headline is most important, because your headline is basically telling people what do you do or what it is that you could achieve when it is that you accept my services or maybe trying to reach out to me. So your headline tells who you are, and you have to be specific in terms of your wording with your headline, because what people don't know is that I may not be Googleable on Google. However, when you Google Antonio Prescott, the first thing that shows up is your LinkedIn profile, because LinkedIn have that optimization.
So you'll know I Googling Antonio Prescott right
Yes,
now,
so
right?
the first thing you'll see is my LinkedIn profile.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's See, listeners, I'm doing a fact check for you. I know you can't see it, but while I'm doing this in the meantime, because we've actually run out of time, you did mention that you do have on a Sunday from 2 to 3
Yes,
p.m.,
from
correct?
2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And well, it's international audience and local, so I always try to make sure and put the specific time zone. So it's 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. EST, which is our time.
So, listeners, I just want to let you know that, of course, I Googled it, and Antonio's LinkedIn profile was the first thing to come up. So,
Thank you,
there you
Natasha.
go, of course. I also seen that you're on Twitter as well.
Yes,
And for those of you that don't know, one of the things that Antonio offers is one on one coaching sessions,
correct, yeah.
correct? Basically, it's how to monetize and how to land and gain job opportunities, which is something that right now it's so
Yeah.
needed.
And also, I lecture at CTS College, Sales and Marketing, and soon I will be lecturing Lincoln at a other institution.
Oh,
But I would
wonderful.
not say that name as yet because it's in September, and they said that don't mention the name as yet. But you will see
No
that on my
problem.
LinkedIn content that I'm providing, which institution it will be. So that will be something awesome because I think that in the Caribbean, we underutilizing this platform.
Oh,
We have a
100%.
lot of people who are looking for job opportunities. I'm not lying, people. A lot of people reach out to me who got their MBA and they do not know how to go about getting an
Yep.
opportunity. They send out so much resumes and they did not even get an interview. And I was like, but whoa, it's just to show you that the world of work is transitioning.
Yeah.
It's what you could provide in terms of valuable information, in terms of your expertise. So it's not necessarily focusing on academics because if someone have 10 plus years experience with 5 CXC passes and a certificate in sales and marketing and someone else have a MBA in international business or marketing, the company will choose the person with the experience.
Correct.
So how it is that someone who comes out of school who have an MBA and don't have the experience, well, I would like to tell you that it do not be a problem that if it is you go to the lowest company and work just to gain the experience. It's just maybe for 6 months or maybe for 12 months, but you need to gain the experience. Yes, you have that MBA, but no company is not going to hire you just so. And you do not have the experience, and then you want the money for the MBA accolade that you have. No, it
No.
do not work so.
It doesn't work like that. Antonio, I'm so sorry, but we've run out of time. But you're
Thank you.
definitely going to be back with us because you
Okay,
gave us a
great.
little tea as what's going on in September, and I'm definitely here for it. Trinidad and Tobago and the world as well. All our international listeners who are listening on www.talkcity91fm.com. That was Antonio Prescott. Definitely a professional and somebody who is interested in uplifting Trinidad and Tobago, which admittedly we need now more than ever. Stay tuned.